Okay, looks like we got the new Spider-Man 2 trailer. This is a game I have been waiting a very long time for, especially when it got released back in 2021. We just got a little bit of a reveal trailer, and they showed like no stops. They just showed us we're fighting Venom. We already knew we've been fighting Venom. We knew for about 2 years we've been fighting Venom, and then the gameplay for this game came out a few months back for the PlayStation Showcase. They showcased 10 minutes of gameplay, which to me tells me they are super confident with what they are working with, which is always good to see. When you see a studio is confident in their work, they just show off about how much they have grown, how much they've improved upon the previous game. I can already spot like many improvements. There was a little thing going around on Twitter where they were saying, "Oh, this game's graphics are not that good," or "This looks like it's from the PS3 era," and I'm sitting here like, "Oh, are we looking at the same game? Like, we're not looking at the same game." This game, I already saw the improvements from the second trailer, which is to me is just wow, like wow. Whew. And now we're getting a story trailer because we were trying to figure out like people were coming up with theories and stuff. They're like, what kind of game are we gonna get? What kind of story are we gonna have? Who's going to be Venom? All these theories came out, and for this game, and now this trailer came out, we have a better idea of what's going on. Also, the reason why I'm also psyched for this game is because, well, I've played the PS4 game, so I played the first game. I beat that game twice on spectacular mode, which is the hardest difficulty. It's not that hard of a game, at least for me, but that game was a lot of fun to do. I beat it twice. First time I was mostly like speeding through it because I really wanted to know where the story went, and the second time was just appreciating the little details, which will hopefully help me for my playthrough here. On top of that, I recently platinum Miles Morales, which is a very short game. I wish I could play a little bit more of it, but it was also really good. My only gripe with that game was the main villain was kind of stupid, or as we say, late. Shout out to my French folks. A little bit late, which was annoying. I just could not stand her at all. But they really expanded on the gameplay in that one, and then we got the showcase, which made it even more fun to play, or at least more fun to watch. So, and on top of that, when the first game came out, it was Into the Spider Verse was also a thing. So you got to see PS4 Spider Man, at least a little bit of a cameo, as one of the suits when Miles is in the spider lair, which was so good. And then, of course, that movie was also just a great movie all around. And for this game in particular, too, Across the Spider Verse came out, which I have seen twice, twice in theaters. I love that movie a lot. It's probably one of my favorite. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie, in my opinion, the best Spider-Man movie probably ever made. And now we're getting this game in the same year, which you do not understand how I can contain my excitement. So, just gonna do an initial watch, and then I will break down the trailer after that and give you my thoughts afterwards.
A lot's happened in the last 10 years. It's a miracle I'm even sitting here now. I got a second chance, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're gonna heal the world.
Hey guys, this is my best friend Harry.
Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out. I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Hey MJ, I have another name for you. Craven. He's here on some kind of hunt.
You know, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world.
Well then, that was one crazy trailer. Wow, I could rewatch this trailer like over and over again. I'm probably gonna rewatch it before the game drops because that is how excited I am for it. So let's get into the breakdown of this trailer. Let's see here. So as you can see here, Harry's out of the tank. You know that in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man PS4 and for Miles Morales, Harry's in the tank, and then Miles Morales to the post-credit scene. He is officially put out because he has an illness that is incurable. So Norman had him in there so to study him and try to find a cure. And also making the face model for these ones actually. They are really well done. If anyone tells you otherwise, they must have like their standards must be like out of this world. And they probably have an anime PFP. Which is crazy. Also, I noticed here that they also tuned up the face for Peter a lot as well here. So you can see that this compared to the previous game for Spider-Man 4 PS4 Remastered. They had it was a little bit off because also there's also the first model, which is probably my favorite one out of both of them. I prefer that one, but I see this one. They actually tuned it up a bit. They changed it. They tweaked it to make sure it matches a bit better. It's way better now. I can actually get used to this. Unlike the jarring change that was from remastered.
Me, Pete.
And then
We're gonna heal the world.
so here it's probably like reminiscent of the hold on. So here's probably reminiscent of like the way Miles Morales starts, where you have you have them gonna go stop a crime. This might be the beginning of the game. I can't say that for sure, but you had them chasing Rhino to the city in Miles Morales. So this is just probably something similar between that.
Guys,
So we're in Coney. Let me go back a little bit actually. So right now this is Coney Island. Coney Island was referenced in Spider-Man PS4 when you look for your collectibles, and one of the backpacks you have a picture of Mary Jane, Peter, and Harry, and I think he mentioned hanging out at Coney Island, and also there's a couple of phone calls within that game as well where there was referencing Coney Island. So it's really nice to see it in its full image and how Insomniac interpreted it.
New job, huh?
So looking at this, they also aged up Miles a little bit. They gave him a different hairstyle. It's a little hit or miss, I won't lie. It's a bit weird on his head, but I feel like I'll get used to it. I like the hairstyle personally because you can't go too crazy because, in Into the Spider-Verse, he has this huge afro going on. And you can't really, just put that into this game. You can't put a Spider-Man hat over it or mask or whatever. And, suspend your disbelief because this is more of a realistic game, of course. But the hairstyle's different. It's good that they didn't keep it like generic like the last game. They've spiced it up a little bit, Let him experiment a bit. Because, around this time in your life, I think he's about 18 here. He was 17 in the last game. He's about 18, yeah, he's going to try and experiment with different hairstyles. So I'm down for it.
Still gonna have time for tutoring?
we'll figure it out.
So I actually wanted to go here. So this is definitely a new enemy type that they're introducing. He looks like a more enhanced
I didn't know
brute.
there were bears in these woods.
Yeah, so he's probably going to have a specific opening that you have to counter through. This is just my guess. I don't know what they're doing, so that'll be pretty interesting. And I don't mind the design's all right, but I mean it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just a man wearing like a bear costume with a giant like battle axe.
Hey, MJ.
Okay, this is now. So although we were shown the web wings in the last trailer, in the last gameplay reveal, here we get to see the original suit with the web wings. And I think these ones are just clear because with the black suit, the wings are just black. And then we saw Miles's. So in here, we're going to see what the web wings look like with the full suit, which they look pretty good, honestly. It reminds you a bit of like the Spectacular Spider-Man wings and also from the movies. Spider-Man Homecoming, yeah. The wings were clear in those ones. And Far From Home as well, actually. So that was pretty cool. So this is pretty cool to take a look at. And you can also see like how fast like the web wings go.
I have another name for you.
They also tuned up actually Mary Jane's model's a bit different. Let me go back. Yeah, they tuned up Mary Jane's model a little bit. They definitely made her look a little. They definitely messed around with it a little bit more. Gave her longer hair and stuff, which is nice to see. It's just cool. It's cool to see them like update their character design, not like stick with everything. Take a little bit of not take a risk or like go further with it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Name for you. Kraven.
Craven's looking pretty good.
He's here on some kind of hunt.
Actually, I'm gonna go back here. So, with this particular mission, I have no idea what they are trying with this one. You probably have to infiltrate some kind of like high class party where you're trying to maybe talk to Craven, or like find out what he does, find out why he's here to get more information. This is like a wild guess. I have no idea what this is for. It's only like a little snippet. We can only theorize, but on top of that, it's like, wow, crazy.
No, if you need me.
So, about this particular, like, I think that might be Dr. Connors. It's most likely Dr. Connors. And so, a lot of people online, at least I saw, were worried that the symbiote was going to be, like, man-made or something in a lab. So this just shows that the symbiote crash landed like it originally did. Well, technically, in the comic book version, it's, what happened? It was something he got, I think it was the Secret War, where it was just some suit in the lab and Peter put it on, but you know, the movies and stuff and later adaptations changed it to where it was a whole alien symbiote and actually like changes the personality of the.
I'm just a call away. Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
Ooh, wait, is that? Damn, did they give him longer hair? Yeah, so that's Mr. Negative. Beforehand, he was looking a lot different in the last game. Definitely got roughed up a bit in the raft and got longer hair. And remember that he was part of the city bombing that got Miles' father killed in the first game, which is why Miles is so mad right now.
You don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man.
So this cutscene, I have a hunch it's going to take place after the Martin Lee like interaction. That's my guess, because it feels like it makes sense in that context, and also feels like it's edited on that way. But let me continue.
How to help you.
What the hell's going on with
Gameplay
me?
trailer.
He's not himself. Go.
Hold on. Sorry, I accidentally went back here. So here you can see that she's hiding from the symbiote version of Peter, which means that this guy is on some demon time. Man pulled out the black Timbs and the do-rag and said, "Let's go to town." This guy is not playing. Man has her hiding, which means this symbiote really got him on his Black Air Force energy type shit, which is crazy. I mean, these aren't Air Force no more. He's on that Tim stuff. I mean, you saw in the last trailer, man was smacking around wounds. Ooh, bad. But it also goes to show you that how much the trailer and like the personality change is like affecting him. Which I don't know where it started. It might have started in the '90s cartoon, but every adaptation of the symbiote is always it alters Peter's personality, which is, yeah, I kind of like it personally. It adds more that the suit's a living being. It's not just, it's not just a cosmetic. That's the word I was looking for.
Go help him.
So here, if you remember after the gameplay reveal, so this is when Peter goes after the lizard by himself, and let's see that the lizard is also yelling or like roaring like really loudly. And if you know Spider-Man, sonics and like loud vibrations affect the symbiote. So this is just a hint as to what will happen with the symbiote later on, or how to get rid of it. But also it showed that Miles' electricity could also interact with it. But let's keep going.
This was our dream.
That's from the gameplay trailer. Oh, hold on. This looks like yeah, so this here looks like it's you know how Miles has his Venom burst in Miles Morales? This looks like the symbiote version of that, where it just unleashes a bunch of tentacles going all over the place. Which is going to be so much fun to mess around with.
I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world.
That definitely sounds like Harry's going to be Venom, which is going to be super interesting. Because standard is always Eddie Brock, but we're going to see Harry as Venom, which could be really interesting. Which would be like, whew. I wonder what kind of risk they're going to take, because Venom is so iconic, so you can't afford to mess him up. But let's keep going. Yo, he's huge. What? Why is he so big? He's huge. I mean, it makes sense. You're playing as two Spider-Men to take down one Venom. So of course they're gonna size him up, but still he's huge, and he's also looking fresh too. I see they definitely updated the spider's design as well. It looks like it's a bit like they take a little bit of inspiration from the Web of Shadows Venom, like a very very small amount. But for the most part, this is definitely like, original. You can see like he keeps his iconic look, but they also change it up a bit, and they sized him up too. I knew he was big from the promotion trailers, but man, or the sorry, the promotion pictures, but man, this was they really made him huge. He is going to be this is going to be a fun boss fight. So my personal take on the electricity is definitely gonna like find a way to weaken Venom. So you're gonna have to tag team as Miles and Peter into that, which is going to be so much fun. All right, so like I said, I don't usually do reactions to these type of videos to like games and stuff, but Spider-Man is like one of those few exceptions I will always make time for, and you know everyone has to know that I am a big fan of this game, and I'm going to probably pre-order it because why not? It looks and it's going to play so well. I could just see it. And the amount of confidence they have for showing 10 minutes of gameplay, showing piece first of all, showing Venom already shows the amount of confidence they have. They could have kept Venom like hidden and people would like maybe no. But also like Craven and Venom are just like two cores of the story. That's not gonna be the only part. Anyways, I think I've gushed about this game enough. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below about your thoughts about the game. And if you want more reactions in the future, let me know. But of course, Spider-Man is an exception to the rules, as always. So I'll catch you in the next one. Later.